That look of depression, of disappointment better be for yourself, considering you said those terse words. Chicken jockey? This is for you, as always, typical. Playing Limbus Company for the last 4 hours. Nice. Nice. Goated. Back to the fucking murder on the Warped Space. I played Warhammer. I just want to get this over with. I almost went to bed. I'm just so tired. I'm just like, fuck it. I gotta stream something, so I will stream this. Alright, my fucked up team. Back here. Trying to remember. Yeah, right. I get to use fucking everybody, and we get the fucking sad, low level lads over there. Wait, a blood fiend? I've been spoiled about blood fiends a little bit. Just a little bit. Not much. I don't know how they work. I just know that they're kind of like fucked up vampires. Really fucked up, apparently. Wait, a blood fiend? What's a blood fiend? A blood fiend? What in the names of the wings is that? Huh? You of all people haven't heard of blood fiends? Thought you were our team expert on obscure lore. Verily, I have not once heard mention of these blood fiends. Perchance I have let a magazine article slip from my memory? Don Quixote furrowed her brows, genuinely lost. It was as though the very word sounded alien to her. I thought they were just monsters in the stories of shared children at night. They're supposed to be afraid of garlic and sunlight, right? Oh, that sounds a bit different from what I've heard. I've heard their fear of garlic and sunlight is just a rumor, and that they're really afraid of is water. I've been briefed on the existence of blood fiends in the past. When I served as a commanding officer, and I have seen the dregs that they command. Though my memory isn't very clear, I am quite certain these monsters here do not resemble what I've seen. I've seen one who calls themselves the Blood Fiend among the ranks of the Fingers, but the things that Blood Fiend commanded were like those rubber textured ones. There's something off about this one. That one didn't spawn these dregs with abandon like this. But aren't you supposed to know this already? Yes. I see that some sinners have encountered blood fiends in the past. A long-winded explanation seems unnecessary. As many of you have stated thus far, the entities we face in this terrain do not appear to be blood fiends. And since they are dreg-like beings that have failed to become kindreds, they are referred to as blood bags among relevant parties, according to the information I am aware of. Not a terrible name. Why would anyone name someone blood bags? As it has been said prior, it's impossible for passengers to disappear aboard warp trains under normal circumstances. Though our reserve of intelligence regarding warp trains, or W Corp, is vast, if incomplete, we could not find a single possible exception to the above rule. Within that reservoir of intelligence, however, I have discovered that inserting a previously unseen variable into the equation allows for the formulation of a new hypothesis. Wait, you're saying that these blood fiends can completely erase people or passengers from existence? A more accurate description would be say that they are either dissolved or vaporized. Dissolved? No matter the degree of violence the passengers may indulge in, no matter how severe their wounds may be, the warp train can revert them to their initial state at the beginning of the journey. Among several interpretations of the word violence involves cannibalism, of course. However, as the passenger's collective time itself is in moratorium for the duration of the train's operation, digestion is not a biological process that should be active. In other words, even the devoured passengers could be reconstructed. They're merely stuffed into the digestive tract, then I suppose they could gut the passengers, retrieve the chewed up chunks of other passenger and piece them back together via the vein-like things connecting each individual. However, such is not true for blood bags. Blood bags are by their nature obsessed with blood. Their existence hinges on supplying themselves with the blood of their victims. And it is said that they must consume a minuscule amount of blood to maintain their forms. New message. Ah, bastards. Wait, what? Didn't you say that digestion's not a thing while we're on the train? If I were to continue my deductions, perhaps consumption of blood for blood fiends in blood bags is a fundamentally different process from our consumption of nutrients for energy. To them, blood is a culmination and entailment of something that forms the self, including but not limited to emotions, ambitions, wealth, purposes of existence. Then it must naturally flow that they can spin their blood at will, which is a process isolated from their other biological processes such as digestion. I ain't following even half of that. You exist in moratorium of time at the present moment, Cliff. Yet your emotions still persist, do they not? Anger, sorrow, and joy. They continue to spark within you. Well, I suppose they are. No, we cannot tell. They may be in a state of alteration, or whether they remain ensnared in the wheel of creation and destruction. It can be said that emotions, once past, exist not in continuation. The passengers will live. The worth of this very existence in which they thrive do not at all gently atrophy to non-existence even amongst the cease time. This South seeks to illustrate the similarity between how emotions are to ourselves and how blood is to blood fiends. Gotcha. So that's why she said their blood is vaporized, huh? If that's the case, then the very blood that's supposed to bind these chunks of flesh together will also evaporate, which means they can't be pieced back together. There's no incongruence in that logic. Everyone fell silent for a moment. That was way too much information to process at once. We didn't even know what to make of them either. I would like to ask a few questions if you would permit me. Yi-Sang was the first to break the silence. Could it be said that blood bags are direct iterations of blood fiends? If such is the case, then by which method do they? That information is inaccessible at the moment. Faust replies, avoiding Yi-Sang's gaze. There isn't anything I can do about this. The sinners will only get more stressed if they find out what's going on with Faust, and that's something we both want to avoid. Inaccessible, indeed. Now I recall what you have said in the past. This is only a speculation, however. I assume that a form of direct physical contact is needed to turn an individual into a blood bag. If such were not the case, then we, who are likely the greatest obstacles to this incident at the moment, would have been first ones to be turned. Indeed. In that case, that villain of a blood fiend must be hiding out somewhere aboard this train. Indeed, if we are to believe the words of the Fictor from earlier, then there is a high likelihood that the Horde is advancing in this direction from the back of the train. In other words, continuing down the train cars will lead us straight to the blood fiend. Very well, I shan't forsake this opportunity to bring peace to the souls of the innocent passengers who have perished by the villain's hands. Dante? It seems that Don Quixote is now invigorated. The other sinners also seem satisfied now that we have a clearer sight of our goal. Faust, who stood amidst them, nodded in my direction. Well then, let's go. We're making the best of what's available to us at the moment. Let's move forward for now. Disgusting. Why are you struggling? You're supposed to be winning. Maybe I should have done a block. Go, my swarm. Get your buff up. Ah, look at them. Silly lads. Oh, the Pipple has its mega attack ready, huh? Fucking do your job, Synflare. Ugh. This energy drink is either gonna wake me up or it's gonna make me pass out twice as fast. Hi, Dan. How are you? Yeah, my luck not so good in my rolls. I probably will. At the rate things are going, I'm probably not gonna end up getting Vivian. No. Kill this guy. Does she hit your jammies? Does she fulfill your anomaly addiction? The cleanup agent. Yeah, use one of my boxes. I'm gonna change the order of your selection. Yes. You. Then you. You. Then you. Mr. Gorbenhammer. Look, was asked, and I got her when I was 8 pulls away from hard pity. Damn. God. These guys are stronger. They actually have, some of them actually have fucking weapons. Man, I'm starting to clock out of fucking ZZZ. Gameplay's fun, but I'm just sort of, Starting to hit the point where I need a wee bit of a break from it. I also think the writing has gone down. From full DPS to support DPS, no, I see. You need to get Gwace, not Weena. Okay, good staggers. God, most of them are staggered. That's fucking great. You're not losing in player. You just lack confidence. There's more of them. I suppose it's supposed to be like W Corp. Feral Bloodbag Cleanup Agent. Yeah, they're W Corp fuckers. They've been turned into crunge bags. What am I lacking for this? Oh, I'm lacking purple? Oh, unfucking fortunate. Win rate. Yeah, the writing is still... My biggest problem is just like, alright, what made Phaethon special? Oh, the fact that they could be a 100% anonymous proxy, not have to risk their lives going into the hell dimension, and they had a fucking supercomputer AI. And all that's sort of been dumped to the fucking wayside. Hit him with the goods. And so now all the fucking recent writing feels fucking contrived because it's just like, oh no, we're in danger. Proxy, you're in danger. And it's just like, they're only in danger because they're stupid. They have, even if their, fucking ether aptitude is fine, is better now, it doesn't change the fact they still have no reason to go into hollows themselves. They have no reason to go in there. So it just feels like a fucking contrived plot hole. And they also just completely forgot about fucking Fairy. Yeah, we forgot about our fucking super computer, fucking AI. Manager Esquire, halt! Behold this poor fellow, he lives still. Don Quixote, her round eyes wide open, began sprinting somewhere. No, stay away from me, you monsters. Hey man, we're not those monsters. You alright? Huh? That arm, you're starting to mutate too, aren't you? You must be turning into some bug-like monster. What? No, this is... Gregor stumbled for words before chuckling in case casting his eyes towards the floor in disbelief. Yeah, well, no surprise there. I suppose there's no way to tell, right? Away whether this arm's a monster or prosthetic or whatnot. Which I might add was the yeah, that was the starting point of the game. They've gotten dumber. Fucking the faith in jumping between the kill blows of fucking Lycon and Hugo, like, God. Yes, Gregor. Like Gregor Samson. Yeah, literally. Yeah, no surprise there. I guess there's no way to tell, right? Wait, whether this arm's a monster, prosthetic, or whatnot. It is possible that you're mistaken due to his bioprosthetic being of an older, outdated make that is now rarely seen in the city. Ah, prosthetic. That's relief. I thought those crazy bastards were trying to break in again. As you can see, my legs are messed up. I had no choice but to hide in here. What are W Corp employees doing on board this train? You're right. From what we found out about the warp trains to the identities, I can't imagine why any of them would ever willingly board this train. You're the contract fixers, right? We were ordered to assist you with your contract. I said we, but I'm the only one left. Every single one of my colleagues suddenly began losing their minds in the car over there, and this cannot be. Faust, is there truly no way to cure the blood bags? My apologies. The access to that information is prohibited at this moment as well. Though her voice and expression were both as serene as always, there was something gloomy about the way she said it. Oh yeah, and the new Ink Girl in 2.0. Apparently, she's going to be training the proxies how to fight. Like, they're going to learn how to fight real good, real fast. Hell yeah, yeah, Limbus. I may have been too reliant on Faust in too many places. Faust muttered in a barely audible volume. I don't know what I could do to help the sinners in this situation like this either. I also grown too used to Faust's omniscience because I could always trust it to be there for me. I was starting to realize that I don't have the means to dig myself out of a hole like this. No, maybe I was too reliant on the sinners as a whole. If, when the time comes for them to depend on me, when they can no longer stand on their own, can I really manage them? Lead them to the right answers? Doubt colored with fear begins to rise like an ominous plume of smoke. Well, what can I do? The agent struggles to the corner of the room with his wounded leg and pulls on the lever to make good use of the space. Warp is my personal favorite, probably helped by the fact that Charge is my favorite team. Understandable. I'm liking it so far. All behind that initially appeared to be a folding chair for the employees spun open. Whoa. What in the name of the wings is this, perchance? Thou hast hidden here a weapon most powerful, a weapon most feared by the blood fiends? That holds some resemblance to a capsule we saw in the first last hour, but why would that thing be here? The cleanup agent slumped in the pod that appeared in the wall. Phew, finally. Huh? What is it that thou seekest to do? W Corp prepared a small hibernation pod for the employees in case of these emergencies. Barely, then, good luck with the rest of the mission. With that, he settled in the capsule and shut the hatch behind him. Start off, why is there a me? Was he... Counterpoint? Fucking Miyabi's literally running around with her fucking demon fire ice sword. Yeah, it's a fantasy game, my man. It's an urban fantasy. Yeah. I am sorry to break this to you. Also, she is, you know, Void Hunter. So she is, you know, the guy. Well, one of them. He's done. There he goes. He has departed the scene. We blankly stare at the wall the agent disappeared into. Well then, I guess we gotta... Let's move on to the next car. Keep on keeping on. Ah, okay, yeah, there is different artwork. I almost didn't notice. The gore blends pretty well. I need to check if I actually have enough for a charge team. I might actually have people for that. Next car. Ah. More W Corp boys. It's either I have like I almost have a poise team, or I think I only have like 3 charge IDs at the moment. So I have no idea how the fuck charge works. Do I have to tell you that Hoyoverse is a word and that the games are supposedly connected? Apparently, not too sure. I mean, she might not be a mage, they just haven't fucking explained what her powers are or how it works. It could be nanomachines. Charge is not for the dumb of brain. It's a miracle I made it so far. Oh shit. Faust, why are you already staggered? Yeah, using charge, I bet, involves the one thing that many Limbus company players are bad at, and that's called reading. And that's just a dangerous field that I shouldn't step into. Struggling? How about you just stop struggling? Just kill that guy, alright? Barely alive. Even fucking magic would be better than fucking damage. Also, Ink Mage, yeah. Yeah, that's her propaganda. We're about to have the fucking Kung Fu Panda arc. Yeah. My team's kind of a bit fucked around the place. I can do like a full rupture team, more or less. I know I can arrange it better. I'm just oh, thank you for the follow, Infamous. Yeah. I actually have almost everyone for an import team besides Radia's ID. Like, I have the other ones. They're just not levels. I only have Faust in as Yuri Faust at the moment because I use Fluid Sac. Because I'm not putting the other goods on the boys. Next chart. We can work on the team. I mostly saw that it was the using everybody in this intervelo, so I just sort of threw over whatever I had the highest level in. So do I have another? No. Just trying to remember my fucking team people. Yeah. I've been using Yuri Faust a bit. Enough that it would be funny to up-tire. but not at the moment. Mostly just for fluid sac. I need to get fucking Marisol up. I need to get him up. Did I get him up? I could. Because I have, you know, for science, the healing fucking one. I would hate for this game to end up like another dumb fantasy. Yeah. Oh, you wait. Who do I want to swap out? I mostly just need to do like deployment. I mean, I also have Rip Faust. No. Keeping Yuri Faust for, you know, obvious fucking reasons. I could just go full bleed team. What is your fucking support? Alright. That. Would be you. It's just who do I want as my fucking like support person? Yeah, strat and deals 5% more damage. Tell, not really fun with like 2 sections. One is Lord of the Rings, the other is Freeman based. That's some of the good stuff. Yep. Let's try with the lead team. That deployment order. You saying, do I still want units? What is your support? Alright, if someone fucking dies. How about you just go back to being your normal old self for your support passive? You're not gonna fight, buddy. How much of the that is? It's a little bit of gloom. Do you have bloom? You do. There. No. Got misordered. That probably works better. A bot? Kill it. Yeah. Well, Ink Mage Lady is a Void Hunter, which means she is supposed to be as strong as Miyabi. She's going to be at least as strong as Miyabi. She's probably not going to be stronger, but she's probably going to be comparable. Gregor fumbling it as per usual. Oh god, I'll have to grind so much. Yeah. Oh, you don't get Hugo? I don't have many teams to charge. I have 1 unit missing. I'll be getting this. Poise needs a lot of work, and bleed is missing 1 unit. The rest are all level 1s. Yeah. Like either like yesterday or the day before, I decided to actually try doing mirror dungeons on hard mode. I didn't realize it used the actual unit's fucking level. I was so used to just mirror dungeons putting everyone to fucking 50. I thought that was, oh, that's cool. Oh, it's this, ooh. Some of the fixors. I thought that was cool, that was fun. And then the game decided to tell me, ahaha, you're not allowed to have an easy time. Mirror dungeon already sure is struggle. Yeah, it's just like God. Man, everyone's kind of hurting. Maybe I could use the fucking ball sack. That actually did surprisingly good damage. I'm so used to it, like, doing barely any fucking damage. Also, Muller just is fucking good damage. I can reliably do it up to floor 5, floor 10 million, and thank God for floor 10 is no longer needed for max rewards. Ugh. I'm probably not getting all the fucking achievements. Dan, I don't even have a quarter of the fucking achievements. Maybe I should level up Gorbin Hammer and just have half team fucking Incorp and the other half is Kurakuma. That could be fun. It'd be a sort of bleed team. What does he need? He needs Sloth, Gloom, and Pride. He produces 2 of those. What about the others? Well, what do you have? Yeah, we would have everything. What's the achievements needs to, so I won't worry about it if I were you. I cannot do Deadly Assault on that, yeah. Fuck it. Do I have enough? I do have enough. I know that he doesn't do a lot of damage, I just know he's just very, very fucking tanky. Fuck it. I use him often enough with the Incorp team anyway. Let's fucking bring him up. We will have the tank man fucking out there and we will not die because we'll have 2 sources of healing ego. Hopefully. Child is surrounded by people in thick suits of armor. Bug guy best. Not a true thanks. Thank you, bug guy. Another for the collection. Each individual carried a large nail in one hand, and the other was a hammer so massive that it seemed improbable to hold in a single grip. If you have red eyes open at level 3, that it heals at level 3? Wait, red eyes heals? Hear me, Grabenhammer. One of them approached the child to report. Shadows of the hairsuit are no longer seen in this area. The child, referred as Grabenhammer, had gently exhaled. His breath trembled ever so slightly. You may return now. The child's voice was low and aloof. His vocalizations were reflected by the mask that covers his face at all times. What about you, Grabenhammer? I have a duty to see to the end, for the one who grips has ordered it. If that is what the one who grips wishes. Clatter, clatter. Alone, of course. Child removes his mask. He revealed the concealed side. A small mechanical device covers his mouth. Green tubes are eerily embedded in the skin. Right, that gadget must belong to K-Corp. My faith is draining. The child's voice was now far shakier. It wasn't brought about by fear or dread. He heals are standard, but not good. I see. I do have a lantern, which heals, but putting that on in Claire is a fucking nightmare scenario and has doomed me on more than one occasion because I forgot to take it off. Right. Struggling something to break. It's a swelling. Struggling something to break free. The tremble soon subsides, however. It seems the child did something with the device about his mouth, and the liquid's in a drain in an instant. I am purity. Clatter hammer, loyal to the one who drips. Roller's mask. Thus he walked away, muttering to it. Yeah, Intlayer. Negative coin IDs don't do so great. There. Let's see. So we'll go back to Faust. So that will I'll probably deploy with this. Who was the other one? Probably switch off Dawn because support ain't great. I get the support here. Yes. Swap for support. Who was the other one? Not you. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to remember who else had a fucking Incorp. My mind is fucking lost. Wait. Where is it? You. Oh no, it is everyone. I literally forgot about Marisol. I looked away from him and I forgot about him. That is how little he is on my fucking mind. But it's just sort of bleed team at this point. I want to keep you. You're nifty on the side. But maybe you'll have a better support. No, not that. What about this? What is your support? 1 deals 1 ally to most HP. We'll do that. Just wait until Kanto 10 releases. Sure, we'll be on our minds then. Yeah. True. What was your support passive? Oh, that only matters with Trimmer. This should be fine. You. Whatever. Your passive? I like the fastest speed gains 2 haste. We can keep you. We'll keep you. Clear. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Well, if they get past 2 sinners, it's just gonna be a cakewalk for whoever's killing us. Oh god. I wonder who is gonna. I know. I think Han Lu is gonna be the next Kanto. I think I heard. There we go. We have our fucked up gang. Begin. We got our Yakuza and cultist gang. Cult plan? Yeah, we are at nothing. Nothing if Hong Lu's cancer releasing. Yeah. Of course, Gregor, you have one job, and that's to not die. Come on, man. Come on, bud guy, you're supposed to be captain. You're supposed to be a captain. Come on, man. You're getting stood up by, you know, the boss's right-hand man. The only constant in this fucking multiverse of a setting is that Heathcliff and Ishmael always have beef. It's one of the constants. Oh. Hey, he's doing his job. Not superbly, but he's doing it. Yeah, Mr. Grobenhammer is mostly a support. A tanky support, but a support nonetheless. Alright, now this is where we learn what's holding back. Sloth? I thought we had plenty of sloth. The Pitbull can deal the damage. Our universe might be the one where they have the least beef between them. True. Maybe the second less beef. True. Alright, yeah, we're, Harpooner Heathcliff and Captain Ishmael. Captain Ahab Ishmael. Ahab male. A sad male. I'm still remembering how the only like fucking 3-0 character I had for the longest time was fucking G-Corp Gregor. And I was just having to make do. There are 2 enemies left. Hit him with the Gorbin fist. If they survive. It's been consistency of every Gregor being bad. You know what? Even that's true. That applies to all Gregors. All Gregors, you know. They know what they did. They know what they did. Only recently has Gregor been getting good IDs. I see. Fire Fist? Something caught my attention from the corner of my eye after another round of brutal combat. Huh? What's this now? We were on the final car adjacent to the freight car when we discovered that odd box with the T-Corp logo on it. Ah, it is the emblem of T-Corp! It appears the wall covering it has, in the fiercest of a battle, broken. Didn't that chief executive guy, Hubert, right? Didn't he offhandedly mention something about partnering with other wings? I guess they were in cahoots with W Corp too. Such collaborations are not limited to T Corp. It is oft the case that a wing may work with another. Ugh. It is only on rare occasions that they urgently request the assistance of less significant, lesser-known corporations such as our own Limbus company, and their choice appears to be quite irregular. Sounds like W Corp's heydays are long behind them, just like the wall that's falling apart, revealing that what's behind. Would you guys take a warp train? Would you take the convenient time-saving tool that is a warp train? Oh, speaking of falling apart, the room sure got messed up, huh? It was difficult for me to ignore how Raja hurriedly swerved to the different subject as though she had made a mistake. Even the tone of her voice shifted like she was catching herself. Absolutely fucking not. Good. The various destroyed prosthetic parts covered in human remains indicate the train car was boarded by several prosthetic-equipped fixers. I can't think about that right now. Let's deal with the task at hand first. Maybe these people are from the same office as that guy we met at the platform. Remember he said he was warped over to T-Corp on an expedition? Look, it's almost like they're all wearing standardized sets of prosthetics. Same make, same model, everything. I believe that I have read articles stating that certain offices do exclusively hire fixers with prosthetics. Wait, We were walking through the bloody train car when he suddenly heard Sinclair's voice crack as though he saw something awful. He's the one we encountered on the platform. This is the fixer who suddenly started venting at us. Even if I forgot all afterwards, a 10 or so, whatever, long train ride is way too convenient. Yeah. Come on, it's fine if you just suffer through the hell dimension for a few hundred years, where everyone just go wacko and kills each other. Yeah, and he said something about going to T-Corp on an expedition and failing. They brought a whole car full of fixtures for this contract. I guess he wasn't exaggerating by calling it an expedition. There are over a dozen broken arms spinning about, and they must have fought valiantly by replacing their broken arms with backup arms, perchance. Quite the strategy. Makes sense. Now I'd explain all those broken prosthetic arms and legs in this car. Executive manager, this seems to be an aftermath of a battle between the fixers and the bloodbags. There were many similar cases during the war. Those using prosthetics would simply let their bodies be destroyed in that battle because they considered them to be disposable, as long as their wallets would permit. Rip multi-crack office, true. I like their drip though. I like their design. Of course, the blatant lack of self-preservation often led them to early graves. Maybe that's true. I see. There are multiple possible interpretations depending on one's perspective. Despite the fact that there is but a single scene, I will remember both of your inputs. That's a good attitude. Employees with attitudes like yours often made it to the end of the war. Yes, well, good for them. Dripped out till the end, yep. Drip or drown, baby. Faust answers Otis in an uncharacteristically snappy manner. Signs of fatigue were creeping into her pensive expression. You alright, Faust? It was rare to see any actual expression from her. I was starting to get worried. I am physically unarmed, yet I am... Yes, I am alright. However, I do not enjoy this circumstance with which we find ourselves in. It is as though I am casting nets to nowhere while lost and isolated in a blind sea. I could usually complete these deductions within moments after establishing a few basic cross-references between the accessible information. Her voice was such a whisper for the second part of the sentence that even I could barely hear what she was saying. I know what you mean. Feeling like you're completely lost, obsessively casting net after net over the black, ripless lake in a desperate hopes that one of them might pull up something we could eat. No way to tell where we are, no way to tell if there's even anything to eat under that glassy water surface gasping at straws, you know? This sense I find mirrored in is not unlike your own. It is like lying my back over an unseen grave, for the reflection of radiance upon my eyes, and the sanguine scent hanging from the tip of my olfactory tells me not of the forging path. Wait, kid, Ishmael, you're traumatized by the lake. True. It seemed that Ishmael and Yusing picked up on the first part of her sentence. However, they walked up to her and shared a few words of consultation. By the way, I don't ever recall you talking like that, Faust. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's something different about you today, somehow. She's my favorite. Understandable. That's valid. Ishmael's tool. I like Ishmael. Big ass hair. Something different about you today, somehow. Most Dachi games, unrealistic booba. Limbus company, wildly huge hair. They use some characters' hair that just feels a bit too big. That is... I mean, I don't hate it. I'm actually glad to learn that you have a softer side. This unseen side of yours, it is unfamiliar, yet quite fresh. Is that so? Faust's reply was curt. She closed her eyes. They gave booba to the men, Marisol. True. They're like, you're a little softer today. We like it. She's just like, You like me when I'm mildly dumber. As for the information provided by the pamphlet at the platform, it is likely that this train is composed of 12 passenger cars and 1 freight car. Because we are on the 11th car at the moment, that leaves a single car between us and the freight car in which Mephistopheles is secured. Which means that there is a high likelihood that we will soon encounter the blood fiend responsible for the creation of the blood bags aboard the train. Just beyond the door. Well, how impressive could it be if its fodders are this weak? We practically smashed through the entire horde, no problem. A different, more accurate interpretation would say that they are capable of commanding a force as large as blood bags we have defeated should be considered a high-risk entity. Although this is not common knowledge, there is a subcategory of fighters called blood fiend hunters who specialize in, yes, hunting blood fiends. Assuming that information is true, it can be inferred that blood fiends are difficult foes that require a certain expertise to defeat. Now that I'm thinking about it, if blood bags are like mindless thralls to blood fiends, then they're kind of like their own private army, right? A being of power who can create a force of their own without concern for lowered morale or desertion. Wartime or not, they will always make for formidable foes. The sinners each exchange various opinions with one another, possible strategies, estimations of the blood fiend's strength. Dripped out till I need a God. Ever since I installed 7TV, my fucking Twitch has been weird. And all of a sudden, on this indecisive idleness, our quest is to defeat the villain who hath brought such pain and misery upon this train. Is it not? It may be vaporizing the lifeblood of the innocents as we speak. Mighty or feeble, I care not. I swear upon mine honor that I shall smite this foe and let my hand of justice be the judge of their fate. Let us hasten now. Don Quixote's sudden outburst immediately put a stop to the chatter. Not wrong. Besides, we have to deal with the blood fiend to complete our contract. With that, I opened the door and headed to the final car of this train. Yeah, you just beat them up till they stop getting back up. Easy peasy. Let's see how this works. I mean, not bad. Captain Raider. The one who lured. Ooh. Message by enter. Oh, this doesn't take energy. It's taking one of my little nobles. Alright, let's go. This room. Drayer's always being being at the bottom. This room. What is that look on thy faces? Thou standest in the audience of the prince. Where are thy obscene smiles? He must be the blood fiend who caused this outbreak. He is our target. Fall to thy knees and grovel before royalty. What the hell are you to make those demands? I shall impart upon thee only once, so listen well. Thou mayest call me Prince Tesset, the sixth kindred, or a kindred of the sixth generation, the rightful prince in refuge from his in flashbacks to when I played Vampire the Masquerade tabletop game. Art thou the villain who hath brought such destruction and massacre upon this vessel? Thou art a chatty one so rudely before your prince, yet I'm feeling generous, for I am quite stated at the moment. As thou must have seen on thy journey here, this place is a hall of banquet for a feast most majestic. No matter how many blood bags I create, no matter how much I devour them, the humans just won't stop coming. I only enjoy what was cast into my maw. He dons a mask for a purpose of merrymaking. If we're really going to exchange pleasantries, why don't you take that mask off, or are you unfamiliar with the basic etiquette? Oh, this mask? Won't come off, can't take it off, shouldn't take it off. There's no prince without the mask. We're so ugly behind the mask, so we all decided to hide how repulsive we come. But once I've drunk your blood full, then it'll all go back to how it used to be. Only then I unmasked myself. You stitched that mask on your face, to your face again. Not a half bad job. Of course it's excellent, because this mask was crafted by none other than the great and the embodiment barber, whose name I dare not even speak, but it hurts so much. No, I'm smiling. Look how hard I'm smiling and laughing. Yes, I am the prince. That's what I am. He's a bloody loon, isn't it? Yeah. I see. Well, you'll only make it better when we tear it off. All done with the giggles, then get ready for the beating of your life. I enjoy things like you and your friends. Don't cry. Bawling and bowing, sniveling on the ground for your lives. Lunge at me instead. The aggression, the boiling blood. Oh, how I love the fire. What are you, daft? Look around. There are 13 of us, and only one of you. You're not like counting Dante? Don't let your guard down, Don. Heathcliff. This entity has managed to turn countless passengers of this train into his blood bags. I ain't letting my guard down, but we blasted through so many blood bags we couldn't even keep count, didn't we? Couldn't even keep count. Oh, no. But the count is so important. I have to keep count of our visitors. Oh, yes, of course. I do remember to keep count of our dearest visitors. Yes, sir, I do. You have no idea how powerful I am, and I shall not relinquish my throne to thee from this budding kingdom. All I have to do is sit here and do nothing, and the blood bags present themselves before me. There's no paradise like this out there. You have no idea what I did to create this place. Oh, how elated my forebear kindreds would be. Should they be here to witness what I've created, the cornucopia of abundance, this pleasure, oh, this freedom. But this kingdom is mine. I made it. I'm not giving it away. Nope. This is rather curious. It appears that this blood fiend leaves this tar only on rare occasions. Yet we have seen signs of his insidious influences throughout every car we have visited so far. And what he meant by how the blood lads present themselves before him has to be... Hold on a minute, Sasha. Yeah! A figure suddenly and frantically charged into the car. It was Sasha, the fixture we ran into one of the cars earlier. His set shrinks into his throne at the sudden burst, terror apparent in his face. Ah, it is thee. By thee hast thou truly journeyed to assist us in our quest? Lo, that villain is the blood fiend responsible for the tragedies that have transpired aboard this train. Help us slay that cur and eventually lead the passengers thou hast protected thus far out of this train. Blood fiends. What if there was more than a single blood fiend on board? One still capable of rational thought. Damn, you actually made it all the way back here? I guess the Waynes don't give out contracts to just anyone. I used to fight to my damnedest too, till I was the last one standing. What's she talking about? But where did that leave me? In the end, I stood alone with nothing but a single one of these forearms left. Kinda funny how the perspective on life can just completely flip when you're really, really in the shit. I think my last thoughts were, man, I don't want to die. So I fell on my knees and pleaded. I told him that. Don Quixote, watch out. I don't do it. I do anything to live. Blood rapidly crystallized around Sasha like a Suda's armor as she swung her greatsword at the sinners, striking them even before Faust finished her sentence. What? What did I say? I commanded you to give me a warning before jumping in like that. Don't you know how loud your stupid arms are? I thought the family had come for me. Ugh. I'm sorry, Lord Tassetti. Allow me to introduce my kindred to thee, to the first of many since my escape for the kingdom I intend to build. My kindred, my loyal squire, who shall be at my side as I build a dynasty of my own, my family. Lord Tasset, I had intended to select the more powerful of the bunch to send to the star as you had commanded me, but the humans in my car were all weaklings, so I present before you this group from the first class car. Kindred. Are you even aware of the exact nature of a kindred? Nah, but I can tell you this. When I accepted my lord's blood into my veins, it was as though I was reborn. I see, a blood fiend's kindred is like a sub-entity of the blood fiend, similar in concept to sub-entities created by distortions or abnormalities. It must have been desperation that drove you to accept that proposition without hesitation, despite the lack of relevant information. Maybe, that's probably what's going through my head before I became a kindred. Thou hast been in cahoots with this villain all this time, as his lackey? Even then, when we first laid eyes upon thee, lady, you have no idea how much I freaked out when one of you asked me something about red eyes. Not that it would have mattered if you did suspect me, though, since my red eye is just a prosthetic. Then the passengers who were under thy protection? Haven't I told you that they count matters? The longer the line, the better. Shh. Dozens of bloodbaths began shambling into the room from behind Sasha. A smaller one among them stood out to me. My mind immediately snapped to the child who grabbed Don Quixote's coattails. I knew that the passengers were dead the moment we realized Sasha was a blood fiend, but this, I really hoped that I wouldn't have to face this reality. Not like this. There was a child. Yep, little runt wanted to be fixer if she got to grow up. Good thing she won't, though. I can tell you on good authority that living as a blood bag is way better than the drudgery that is the life of a fixer. Believe me, I'd know. Yeah. Hold thy vile tongue. Dreaming of becoming a famous, respected fixer and an actor of justice, it's all just a stupid pipe dream that always ends in crushing disappointment or a really, really early grave. Silence. Silence! Don Quixote did not give Sasha time to finish her sentence. She was already charging full speed at her with her lance drawn. Based. Now I have the will to make sure they're all fucking dead. Alright, yep, let's do it. Doesn't really matter if Gorban Hammer Boy gets hurt. God damn it. Stop losing! Damn, fucking Gregor pulled it off. Let's see if your team will fuck you over or if it can win true. Oh, they drink blood, then we will, you know, bleed them. God damn it. Don't fucking all just jump the one person. Fucking bastards. Bringing blood to somebody who can control blood isn't normally a good idea. They're all jumping Heathcliff. Heathcliff doesn't get a fucking break. Unused +1 for every 3 bleed count on self max. Dominating. Alright, deal with that one. Oh, these are all counters. Okay. Do some offsets. This is a guard, so offset. Beat him to death. Finish him off. You don't have to deal more damage than they can set and heal with the bleed you give. I see. Not only are they vampires, they're also racist. Wait, where did the racism come from? Like, if it goes bad, I swap to like a fucking trimmer team or a rupture team. That's my that's my other two options. Targeting Heathcliff. Ah, true. It's just a side effect of the fucking wild hunt. Okay, that's fine. Except, you know, 2 people jumping him. Gorban Hammer. How about you help finish off this guy? We'll out-tank them, it'll be fine. God. I need to make sure I have the ego resources I need before things go downhill. Okay. The clashes are good. One on him, one on him, and you can help there. Let's hope the boss fight does not go poorly. Oh, fucking paralyzed. No, you bastards. There's Sasha, I see. Bitch. Struggling? Don't you lie to me, in player. Struggling is a myth. Counter. How about you offset that? Do that. You didn't hit the counter since it's true, but come on. Get him. Good, the pit bull's angry. $13 HP counter does nothing. Ah. I know. It'll be fine. Let him fucking kill. Wait, hopeless? Okay, Mr. fucking Gorbenhammer, why are you hopeless? We'll offset that one because it's a dard. Whatever. Yep. Int layer. Yeah, that's what I thought. Already negative 45 sanity? Very unfortunate for you, Sasha. I might be a bit too tired to think proper. Oh, staggered. Ripped in the shreds. What are you lacking? Sloth. We're gonna use this to try and acquire some of the materials we need. And more loom doesn't hurt. Alright, yep. That'll work. Ah! Unbelievable. My first kindred to be created without their authorization. Is this bumbling fool? I pray for your forgiveness, my parent. Be gone from my sight. At least thou hast brought me blood bags for sustenance. Yet it must be the responsibility of a parent to clean up the mess of his child. What a load of shit. With that, Cassetti reached out towards the pile of blood bags on the ground and... I see. He's buffing up. Oh, what an abundance. I'd nearly forgotten this sensation. An armor of hardened blood materialized over the blood fiend's body. His sheer aggression and hatred was palpable, even enough to make our skin crawl. It appears that he has empowered himself by reaping their blood. Though my power is yet to fully return, this magnificent armor is quite befitting of a parade for the prince who hath become a king. Wouldst thou agree? Yes, sir, yes, you do. Of course you do. Challenge me now, O rebels. Challenge thy king. Interesting. Going after the pit bull mightily. This is an evade. So deal with that. I'm just here for the reaction of that scene. That scene? You already fucking bringing it up. I just realized how fucking near dead Faust is. It'll be fine, maybe. Oh yeah, that's... So, this always fucking happens eventually when I play this fucking game. It's always, I can't wait for Coupon Guy. Who's Coupon Guy? Oh, you'll know. Yeah, I know. I know now. Ugh. We need Sloth. Will this use up some of my materials I need for this? Not all of it. We need some healing. Where? And you... Okay, which one is this? That's the last one. Okay, you deal with that, and you deal with that. Just so we can get some sloth and also do more healing. No way someone called Ricardo Coupon Die. Yes, multiple people called him Coupon Die. Oh yeah, you know, you'll get Coupon Die. Can't wait till you get the Coupon Die. And this was like the first or second stream I did of this game. I'm just like, who the hell is Coupon Guy? And then, you know, then you learn. He is very unhappy, which is good. Yet again, a mighty pile-on Heathcliff in the pit bull. We're dominating, so I will hold off on the heal for now. Oh, please. Just go for it. Bloodfiends love being races, apparently, yeah. It's what, I guess it's just what happens when they see a Romanian. Heathcliff can't get enough. And also hitting traumatized boys. Did I hit a fucking damage gate? Okay, what is this? Unflashable. Oh boy. I love unflashable. What is this? Double the amount healed by hard blood delay. Reset AP to 0. Give 10 stored. I see. He's gonna heal the max? Oh, that's gonna fucking suck. Anyway, let's fucking just jump him, I guess. Jump him as best we can, boys. Oh, not even a chance. Rude. Mighty fucking rude. He put a lot of bleed on everybody. Why aren't you... Oh, that's why. The other ones are too fucking slow. Got this. Hopeless. Hopeless. No, this is where it all goes to shit. I see. Very fucking rude. Sinclair. Of course he's too fucking happy. What the fuck was that? It sounded like a plate fell over. Yeah, maybe. Get some fucking healing in before we are fucking brutalized. $917 to $414. Why did I not? I don't think it's He can't clash with it because he's too fucking slow. The bind. Let's see. True, actually. And it's cheap. Yeah, why not? Where do I need that? Where do I need that extra point of loom back for this? Yeah, I didn't know Bleed Team was gonna bite me in the ass going into this, so, you know, oh god, in case of total death syndrome, I will swap off of a Bleed Team. Hi, Gregor. Bye, Gregor. A surprising amount of people did that same mistake of bringing a Bleed Team. Gregor's gonna die. Gregor's dying. And now we can't heal anybody. And that may have been a mistake. Me included. Hey, what can we do? Unopposed. Unopposed. Of course. Yeah, Gregor's fucking gone. Give him the salute. If it's gonna be unopposed, do that one. It's less damage, but I need the sloth. Me, the charger that I am, didn't have that much trouble against his set. True. I can do like a rupture team, I think, or at least part of a trimmer team. I could throw something together. Goodbye, Gregor. May your backup do a better job. You're still alive. Not for long. He's dead. I think more than fucking Gregor died. Yeah, we lost fucking 2. Okay. May the fucking Gorban hammer. Gregor did not hold on, in fact. But the Gorban hammer is built different, okay? Oh. Oh god. Dear Dharma, he can handle it. Otis, not so much. He's the man. Backup team will surely... They won't. That did so little damage, but the healing. Please do more damage. No, he's buffed. The Dwarven Hammer's not making it. Still alive. Barely. Staggered. Gonna die. He's dead. Well. I think the bind didn't help. I don't think Mur is making it through this one. No. Wait. There's enough people clashing. We just gotta make sure, you know, they survive. I will ego spam to keep people alive. Hold it together. 32 bleed with 4 HP. He can heal himself. He'll be fine. He's the tank. He's not making it. The Odyssey has a purpose. He's not making it. I don't think there's enough ego. Yeah, probably. I'm doing the exact same stage while watching just to see if my bleed team will dominate. I mean, they're probably higher level, so that fucking helps. 32 bleed. Mr. Dorbenhammer. Can offset that, right? They're not fast enough. He's gonna die. Okay. Yep. Okay. His death is fucking assured. So Viewer wants love. Yeah, he's gonna need more than a mouthful. Well, good luck. May the next. I don't think with his death we're dipping into the underleveled people quite yet. But damn, I really leveled Marisol up for these fucking Intervello, and it was a mistake. Crumpled. Oh yeah, it's over. Honglu's here. Yeah, it's fucking over. He's not gonna do shit, man. Corrode. He's not gonna win anything. Yeah, no. Good luck. Someone ordered a scrambled Marisol. Yeah. Trying to make a rupture team. I can do a rupture team. It's mostly just leveling up some of the people, but it might end up being a mixed rupture and trimmer team. They're dead. Yeah, they're fucking dead. Otis is dead. Yeah, the fucking backups. My level 4 Dawn here to really make the fucking difference. Let's see how bad they can fucking die. It's just watching the train wreck at this point. Ideal man will say this, he's already staggered. Roger tried. Yep. His wing's not broken again. Yeah, we know who's dying next. Nifty. Yeah. Didn't even kill, just died from the fucking bleed, popped like a fucking bag. Canonical team death. Raja actually got a fucking hit in. Raja's not fucking making it. It's just watching. It's just watching Violet. Yeah, there we go. God, there's just something more visceral about the whole 12 team fucking dying. Rip, she almost had it. What's our numbers like? Oh my god, yeah. Return. We'll design a new team. Clear. Blood team, really a fumble. The new team. Let's try to work on a rupture team, which would be great if I had the level up materials for, you know. You know what? I know it's not efficient, but I have the things. I know it's not the most efficient, but I can definitely grab a support. I just try to do it. I see the pain I've caused. It's fine. It wasn't even enough. It wasn't even enough. Okay. Team. The health efficiency doing manually is boring as hell. Level 40 Otis. I used base ID Otis a lot when I was first playing. Because my luck was rather terrible for quite some time. My first 2 3-0s, I rolled him. I rolled a dupe on him. I have him up type 4 because I had no other options. Please use the support ID. It begins. But we do have Muller office. His existence is support. Raja, B Corp. I have to see who I have. Assistant manager. Fury Fast. Lantern counts. Oh god. Gorbenhammer. What's your support might be useful. That might help. Useless. The issue is fine like that. His set is taking those blood haze like a champ, just not doing much in return yet. Heathcliff can level up. Or South Section 4 boy, he does rupture. And you. What is your passive? We do not want more bleed, so we're gonna have to swap off. What was your passive? You can be support. Sancho Barton. Yep, and then... Okay, we'll try it with this team. This will be the fucking team. This fucking nightmare crew. Alright. Muller, T-Corp. Oh, it doesn't really matter the order too much for the first 6. A support, I could. I have plenty of fucking options. But I'm gonna try without once. I beat fucking Coupon Man without support. I could beat this fucking asshole. I will make one more attempt. Dawn office is nice. Good to know. Let's see. Dota's 3. We're gonna take Faust. I gotta make sure I can use Fluid Sac. Which needs Lust, Limb, Envy. Alright, so I need to make sure I have that. And just be Gloom. I am lacking in Gloom. You beat the... I beat Coupon man with this Ishmael. I use this Ishmael because you know what? Aggro goes hard. aggro goes hard. It took me like a 6-hour stream to do it, but I did it. Fucking, I hate it. Okay. I am severely lacking in bloom. That is the problem. We will hope. We'll just have to gather enough either way. You? If I had the other fucking Rupture fucking... If I had her leveled up, that'd be good. We'll go with Greater. And you? You for the emergency heals. You. Yeah, I get it. Slosh mail. This room. Alright, yes. Stip. This team will be better, hopefully. Oh, right. I hate the fucking baby fight. Redo it. Who's the other person? Gary Fast. Do not waste your fucking ammo on these bastards. Neutral. Do a block. Get your buff up. Actually, nah. Generate. The amount of Dawn IDs that are fully maxed out show my favorite sinner. Lamau. Oh my god. Fumbled it. Come on, we gotta kill the child again. Clearly, it's my Mur who I have not grazed a single time for. Yeah. It feels weird now that I finally have one leveled up. Now the only sinner I have that does not have a character at least at level 40 is Hong Lu. He gets to sit there and be sad. Oh, you guys are gonna be nice? Cool. I'll just offset that one. Who tries to just beat this man to death? Oh, you? Good. On hit. Yeah, these are counters, so if you just don't fucking attack them. Nerds. Kill that guy. Alright. Extra attack on him. I can live with that. Begin thus beating. Oh. Damn it. Accidentally wasted some fucking bullets. All fucking well. Yuri Faust has a little lead. That's fine. It's whatever. Who are you neutral with? Oh, they're at 4. Roger's already dealing with somebody. Unfortunate. Oh well. This fucking mismatched team will hopefully be enough. Beat them to death within an inch of their fucking lives. God damn it. At least the bullets weren't wasted. Team is more bipolar than the events of Kanto 2. True. Not a single member of this fucking squad is like fucking matched up proper. Who the fuck is wasting an attack? Raja? Bugman. Unfucking fortunate. Just get your fucking buff up. If it works, it works. That's all that matters. Hello, Bugman. Losers as per his fucking existence. Struggling. Ah, too fast. I'll buy him in a fuck it, we bought it's a whatever team. True. Lie is struggling. God, you're fucking all over the place. Alright, fine. You kill that guy. Favored? Deal with that. You're too slow. Unfortunate. Too slow for fucking everyone. Unfortunate. Can you offset? No. Fuck off. Do that. Get your little buff up. Bugman, defend yourself. Of course you're struggling. Of course you're struggling to exist. It's in your nature. Use Drager to kill a stagger. Right, yeah, because he heals. He can heal himself at least. It's been so long since I've used them. I've gotten better options. No, that uses Loom. Unfortunate for you, Ishmael. Kill them. Ah, fuck it. Who the fuck is wasting? That's... Oh, they're all on Ishmael. I see. Neutral. Deal with that. Ah. A bad time for you, Ishmael. Truly is. Hope for the best. 'Cause that's the best you're getting. Oh, we might have saved her with the stagger. Ishmael's gonna take one for the team. We might have saved Ishmael with the stagger. And in the hyperbolic time chamber too. You know it has to be fucking done. They're gonna be dead very soon. Let's see how they fucking pop. Yeah, there they go. Yep. Now for the real boss, man. This isn't too bad. That's what they always say, though. Pay attention. Never trust those neutrals. True. And they're all going after Faust, which is very unfortunate. Okay, this is fine. Can I... Which one is Raja doing? That one? Yeah, can you deal with that one? Raja, get your... Offset that so you can get your buff up. Neutral is good enough. It can still win. That's this evil speaking. Don't trust it. That's the evil speaking. That only counts if it's like in player. Cause his struggle is usually a favorable in reality. Yep. Faust needs a letting use your ability to use a boosted free ego. Boosted free ego. True. Oh wait, never mind. I got it. Yeah, I don't. All I have is like the fucking time chamber. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I still only have the first one, which is like I can slow enemies down, which I need to remember. Pagintia. Oh, it's the healing thing. Unclashable. All right. Well, rip. It's fine. He's fucking asshole. How are we? Neutral. That's not good. Radia? Hopeless. Well, then try to block. Why are you using that one? Which one are you flashing? It begins. We are gonna hit a neutral is good enough fucking moment. Cause we got a lot of struggle buddies. $5.13, yep, that's better odds. And oh, this is too slow. Probably deal with that. And hoping for the best. Offset that. Salute. Yep. Yeah, that defense did fuck all, but you got the buff up. Too bad you're fucking staggered. You people are staggered. That's what we call fucking dead. What is... Why can't we use fluid sac? Oh, we don't have... No, I did... I misclicked. It's Jover. I fucking misclicked. I'm gonna have to borrow someone's fucking character, aren't I? It's not limbo over yet. We're trying till Murphy Loss kicks in, we'll win. How many died? 4 people died! Cool, boss! Really cool! Oh god, the backup gang is here. Do that. Really fucking hope. The fuck. Never mind, it's limbo. Yeah, no, I misclicked. It's fucking over. Okay. Gorban Hammer, give the heals. We need them. I feel like I did better when I had the fucking bleed team. I feel like the bleed team did better. Oh, fuck. Oh god, look at him. It's pathetic and sad. Oh my god. This is really unfucking fortunate. I think we sacrifice Bite Guy and we jump. We jump. Temper when he attacks. When he attacks everyone, he has a dodge still. Of anyone who has a dodge, it stops him from healing. I see. I think we're just gonna jump him. I think that's gonna be the fucking plan. And we're gonna let Bug Guy die, because otherwise it's fucking over. Sacrifices have to be made. Unfortunate for him. May he have luck in the afterlife when Dante brings him back for the next round. Maybe make your IDs hit places where they're... Maybe. Hey, it worked out. Damn. Even with the ad, just fucking ignoring the aggro, very cool. How's our win rate? It's awful. Wait, favored. Can anyone actually beat this fucking hopeless? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna need it. Alright, those two get written off immediately. Your bleed team held, yeah, the bleed team held up better, man. He says very fun, boss, and he's not at all bullshit, I see. Mr. Dorbenhammer, you could take a few hits. Don't you do that fucking virtual insanity glide over the fucking dawn. Favorable my ass. It says mauling the hell out of my 27 HP while my ID sacrifices to be made. Dorbenhammer. Mr. Dorbenhammer, get to Helix. If they ain't dominating, they ain't worth it. If they ain't even favorable. Dorbenhammer, you gotta just take the hit, man. You gotta just survive. Heal. It's like fucking spit. It's like trying to knock down a wall by spitting on it. Bind and fragile, okay. Hey gang, how do you feel? Not great. You guys are sacrificial anyways. We got past his bullshit phase, maybe. Not really. Yeah, he's dead. Every single ounce of progression lost in one turn. Yeah. Immovable objects versus slight strong force. Yeah. Hey, Hung Lu. Uh-oh. At least 2 people died. 3 people died. Everyone died. Everyone died! I have been vexed greatly. Cool. Went fucking horribly. I don't. Okay, we'll drag in somebody that can help. The fucking team is everywhere. Bleed team did fucking better. Alright. Let's go in again and let's try out a different order. Also, finding somebody who's fucking good. Dawn Office, you said? What do you do? Burn? Volatile Eco State? Bit much for my fucking smooth brain. I'm gonna also hear. Not you. I recall full stop being good. But also bullets in a time where I don't need to use all the bullets. Alright. I'm still doing better than my 74 Don Beck losing streak. Oh god. I know that feeling. Oh, let's see. Shink. Okay, poise. Middle little bro, you're bleed. Yeah, you're bleed. Diet associate office? Wait, rupture. The fuck? This looks very confusing. What are you doing? Just run the wild hunt. We're trying to beat the fucking this guy. We're trying to beat the vampire man. That's a very good. Maybe we should bring him. Just run the wild hunt. Trust me, he could solo. The Cassetti experience, yeah. We'll try him. We'll try him. Alright. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Wait. Bugman is just Bugman. Alright. Let's try this. Let's see how these fucking goes. Hope for the McFucking best. Beverage empty. It will have to fucking do. They're doing the counters. Yeah, you'll win. Like, unopposed. Send out the Erkling immense truths. I didn't remember Cassetti being this bad. Chat, can we experience Cassetti's balls? It'd be pretty good if you could. You know, I would appreciate it. Really. Rude. Yep. Put his balls in the blender at max power. Struggling? Do the power counter. What's your block? I don't know. I don't know how this fucking bullshit is done. Do that. I'll take that. Roger, get your buff up. Pop. Unfucking fortunate. That was good. Kill that guy. I really hope this team does better. Cause man, it'll really suck if I just have to fucking brute force it with a fucking bleed team. Sasha. Okay, this is actually pretty good. Not good for Rod, yeah. Kill that guy. Go for it. By the way, the Otis ID is the one that gains buffs from ruptures given, the reissue is the one that gives rupture and its extra based on that IC. They lost borrowed time. Do that. Okay, this isn't doing so bad. Staggered. Oh, you wanna counter somebody, buddy. Your boss is gonna die. Your boss is gonna be ripped to shreds right fucking now. It really wants to give him a shot, huh? Kill him. Alright, that went well. That went better than before. He is going a bit wacko over there. I don't know how concerned I should be about that. But he is winning. Neutral. That's not good. Yeah, try to evade. Go. And they're charging up Twink energy. I see. Get evaded. Yeah. Go. This is doing well this time. Well, we haven't gotten to the bad part yet, but at least we're not as bad of a spot we were before we got to the bad part. Okay. Okay, so he's gonna start taking damage from that thing? And he needed to do defense. Retreat. Wait, what? What does that do? What, will he actually leave the fucking field? What is his nonsense? Oh! Cover from stagger, retreat from encounter, unless it is a forced stagger, does not count as death. Okay, so he will leave the field. He comes back, okay. Alright, deal with that so Faust doesn't get hurt. Good luck! Okay, there he goes, and now we have our meat shield. Oh boy. This guy is not very cool. Is this where I should just fucking block? As I can't flash it, so I might as well do what I can to reduce the damage. You know what? actually fast enough to do some damage. So, yeah. Hurt him a little bit. Evade. I see the evade pop up. Press the top leftovers to see which attack goes first, then twice. I see. Okay, let's see. Our clashes, not awful, but could definitely be better. Radia. 614. Maybe. 313. That's not a good one. Hit him with the fucking Sword of Damocles, if you would please. Let's see. Yeah, that's hopeless. Go for it. If Lantern Sang fucking dies, so what? Retardo. I agree. True. We have already done more damage to him than we've done thus far. It's the coupon man. Hey, he's still alive. He's gonna die. Don't worry, that's his job. On death. Yeah. Bye-bye. Fulfill your purpose. Yeah, we're dominating. Might as fucking well. Radia? Radia still has her fucking... Unopposed? Alright. We'll see. Did I just spell man with I'm sorry that you have done so. Goodbye. Oh, what the fuck, man? No, that's fucking rude. That was uncalled for. We're gonna heal up, though. Not fast enough. Illiteracy is a side effect of playing PM games, unfortunately. True. It's time for a round of healing. Get him with the sack. Where is our little German boy? Oh, Roddy is fucking dying. Not unless we do more healing. Just spam healing. It's the last one we got. Aye. Salute to our fallen warrior. God damn. Do you have any ideas with high count early steals? No clue. Oh. Leave you alone? No. Hi, bug guy. How are you? Are you good? Are you well? Huh. This doesn't look bad. Except for this. That one's better. There's a better chance there. Go. It appears things are doing... Like Rusha War Train or say like that. No, I do not. Oh, god damn it. You were supposed to defend yourself. Now you're dying? Fragile. Oh yeah, he's I don't think he's gonna do hot boss. So which ones are the AoE ones? It's that one. I have to make sure that one is fucking clashed. Who is flashing with it? Mr. Durbanhammer? Well, Mr. Durbanhammer, let's fucking make sure you have the best odds possible. This ego spam, the multi-hit healers, yeah. There has to be a fucking turning point where I start winning. Please, game. He's dead. Of course. It's fine, we didn't need him. We're just getting closer to getting our boy back. 43? I'll take it. We've reduced him to 14k! We've reduced him! Sinclair should... It's not him. It's our fucking expendable meat bag. Fang Hunt. Our... Level 4 guy. He's gonna die. That's just part of it. Is he continuing with an AoE? No. Hey, you just do your best, buddy. Just do your best. He's gonna die. We just gonna let that happen. It's our only option. Unfortunately for him. What out? Paralyze. Very nice. Oh, fuck. Paralyze is probably gonna fuck me up. Is this fucking ragtag ragamuffin team gonna do it? Yeah, he's gonna die. It's that still that we need to worry about. He's slashing with it? Our Durbanhammer man? Well, and you fucking do your fucking job and not fuck it up. Gerberhammer. Yep. Are you straight? We're just gonna ego spam you. Ishmael. Neutral. That's not good odds. I've given up on Bloom. So yeah, you do that. Ego spam. It's a sacrifice we're willing to make, yes. I wasn't willing to sacrifice the time for him, so his death will be the worthwhile sacrifice. Harpoon him. Faust hooking up. Honestly, though. Yo. We're slowly making it. Get him, Don. Not much damage, but you won the clash, and that's what matters. Alright, this one stood. Hell, even Bugman's holding up. Bugman! Poke him. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, so. You know, it's kind of a benefit that all of his attacks are focusing on this fucking weak little weenie. Because, you know, if something goes through, it's nothing of value lost. And we're winning. Well, he's dominating that one. Good thing we're lacking the fucking resources we need to use his fucking Durbin hammer. He's almost staggered. Still alive. No way, this is the team that wins. You just have to have faith. He's staggered. He has to be, yes. Damage. Dogpiling. $122 damage on that. The fragile is so nice, and you know he's focusing fire on the weenie. Okay, so we have some straggling, which is fine. I would hate to use up some bloom. And Flitz Bleed, so we're not using that one, we're using that one. He dies, so be it. We don't want to lose Ishmael though. Come on. The fucking support unit only just helped out with like the starting area. He dipped out of the boss fight proper. Again, a Mare Assault. Yeah, he's not fucking winning. He regained a little health. Coomer's prime suspect. True, true. Ishmael almost killed him fucking outright. He's dead next turn. Look, he's back! He's back, baby. We're hitting him. We're hitting him with fucking like everything. Not that one. Okay, go. We're hitting him with the sack. We're gonna kill him with the sack. Did you guys miss me? It's over. We won. He didn't even get the fucking help with the final boss. We got his ass. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Yes, I love your boiling human blood, but this is too painful. This guy keeps regenerating no matter how many times we tear him to pieces. Was that vacation, dude? Yeah, he's taking a good ass fucking nap back there. This. I don't know if we can. The mental fatigue finally got to Dredger and Sinclair, who collapsed to the ground. The strange environment of the Wart Train was proving to be significant help to the Blood Fiend's regenerative ability. The battle continued much longer than our stuffles at K-Corp border check. At the K-Corp border checkpoint, at our endless hordes, the dead at the basement of Wuthering Heights. The sinners are growing much stronger since then, but they were reaching a breaking point. Don Quixote continues to wildly pummel the Blood Fiend with her lance, breaking, stabbing, and crushing him every time a body part regenerated. I am so hungry. Ridiculous, thy hunger is no justification for this massacre thou hast wrought. Shut up, you don't understand. You don't know how awful it is to surviving for 200 years on that disgusting, horrible, no, I don't even want to think about it. Shut up, be quiet. No, I'm sorry, I'll be good. Please let me have just a sip, just the smallest sip, please. No, it won't matter how many times you stab me. I shan't stop until all thy flesh and bone and organs are crushed into a viscous, shapeless mush, never to become whole again. But the Blood Fiend's regeneration is so powerful that he's recovering as fast as Don Quixote is destroying him. He's regenerating at an insane rate. We can't... My kindred, my child, I have given thee new life. Invite thee to this banquet, so do thy responsibilities. The blessings of a parent must be repaid. No? What can I do? Find their weakness, break their anchor, make them kneel and grovel before me in desperation, just as you had. But wait, I think I've got an idea. Sasha began looking around wildly, surprised by Cassetti's sudden command. It's the way they fight. Reminds me a lot of the way we prosthetic using fixtures fight. It's just as prosthetic fixtures slowly lose their sense of self-preservation, their limbs becoming no more important than tools to replace. These idiots act with such abandon as if they have multiple lives to burn through. With nothing to protect, they throw themselves wildly into battle like moths to a flame. And forget to look after what's really important, like this little thing. With one of her remaining arms, Sasha picked up a Master Key card Faust showed in one of her previous cars. Don Quixote, stop her now. Oh, my parent, I offer this gift to you. Don Quixote immediately leaped at the fixture, but one of her arms struck her away with great force. Ishmael and Marisol, who had been holding Cassetti down, were no match for his strength with Don Quixote's fury. The Blood Fiend threw them both to the side and grabbed the key card. This is the key to the first-class cars, my lord. With this, grow your army of blood bags to bring glory to the kingdom. No. Cassetti examined the Master Key card with clear interest. Without that key card, we'll be trapped inside this train for thousands of years until it reaches its destination. Dante, I believe that I have tried my utmost to overcome this adversity. Without access to Faust's knowledge and intelligence. However, with our loss of Master Key card, the uncertainty of this circumstance has greatly exacerbated. At the origin of this plight, Faust took a deep breath, as if she was about to take a deep dive to the source of all this trouble. Must be my over-reliance on Faust. From what I can tell, Faust had always been operating based on information she received from Faust, so in a situation like this, where she had been made decisions on her own, has to be unfamiliar to her. But Faust is an admirable sinner with or without Faust. I've been thinking the same thing about myself, actually. I might have been relying too much on that perfect Faust. But even without Faust, you still gave us good directions to follow after analyzing the information we brought you. Maybe uncertainty itself doesn't always have to be a problem for us. Remember? Thus the lack of the plan itself becomes the plan. You said it yourself. I see. Indeed, among many I am Faust that believes in uncertainty. Our loss of the Master Key card is but one of the innumerable uncertain variables in the equation. The constant is, however, the Blood Fiend is just as desperate as we are. Thus the only option that remains at present is to compromise. You there, it looks as though art are the one who regenerating your friends. Stop doing that, alright? Don't heal a single one of them, or I'll smash your precious key to pieces. Manager Esquire, compromise? To compromise with a villain as vile as that cur? I didn't have the time to regenerate Don Quixote's severed injuries just yet, and the rest of the sinners were already unconscious. The only sinner who could still move and talk normally was Faust, whom I just ran around the clock for. Yeah, let's do that. Very well then, Cassetti, why don't we move this conversation to a different location? Only I will accompany Dante to this negotiation. I will make my intentions clear now. Dante and I will not attack you there. There's no doubt in my mind that Cassetti must be completely exhausted by the unending barrage of attacks from Don Quixote and the sinners. Everyone get their popcorn out, the scene is coming? Faust's suggestion that we move this conversation to a different place without the sinners must have been a sweet one. Is it just you two, huh? Yes, the freight car is immediately adjacent to this one. That is where we will further discuss what we each have to offer to one another. That clock must be in thy monarch then, and thou art one of the retainers? Correct. Very well. This will be a royal debate then. It is only right that a royalty talks to no one else but the one who is his equal. Manager, Esquire. We'll be back in a minute, Don Quixote. Then we left the incapacitated sinners and Don Quixote, who watched on with hollow, despondent eyes as we watched away. We carefully made our way into the freight car. So Faust, what are we doing in the freight car again? Dante, this will be my first attempt at a gamble. What? With that, the door closed shut behind us. Most damage, Yuri Faust? That's fucking hilarious. How did Faust tarry so hard? Damn. Negotiation. Are you ready, Mr. Streamer? Oh, God. 79 damage and damage taken. So this passageway leads straight into Mephistopheles. This is where it all started. This stupid bus awoke me from my slumber. If only this bus hadn't completely filled up the freight car. I wasn't planning to start the parade so soon or create a kindred here. Dante? The connection has been restored. Oh. The suddenness of her statement briefly knocked me out. I looked at her, tossed my... I didn't quite whisper without looking away from Loki. Boarding Mephistopheles has re-established my connection to Faust. Did you know that would work? No, and as I have stated before, this was a pure, incalculable gamble based on my own uncertain hypothesis. This success helped me somewhat comprehend Miss Radia's fascination with gambling. A faint smile appeared on Faust's lips for a moment before fading away. Now that the connection has been re-established, I would like to make a complaint against Faust in the Gesellschaft management regarding the fact that Nico collected the information pertaining to the loss of connection within the interiors of the warp trains. However, finding a solution to this situation takes precedence. I have much reason to believe that their omission was done on purpose, but I hope such is not the case. Faust gently advanced towards the blood feed. Let us discuss the details of our compromise. What are you willing to accept in return for the Master Key card? If thou wert just anyone, I would have wished to turn thee all into blood bags and drink every last drop of thy blood. But thou art unlike a common person. My wish is to maintain the secrecy of this kingdom of mine for as long as possible, and thine wish is to leave this place, right? Once I relinquish to thee this key card, and once thou returnest to your first class seats, we'll live here happily ever after like nothing happened. And when the train gets there, you get off the train, everything goes back the way they are supposed to be. How's that for a deal? Like nothing happened. Faust, what about the job we were contracted to do in the first place? Our memories and any signs of battle will be entirely erased upon our arrival. We will have no way to relay our news, whether one of success or failure. If we had the means to defeat him, then at least W Corp would inform us that our contract was successful after the fact. However, this current scenario will leave us with nothing to show for it, not even the smallest hint, and the contract will end in failure. However, what takes precedence over the contract is you and the center's psychological stability. It's not like we've always been successful, so that was something I could live with, but what about the other passengers of this train, and its future passengers? I remember the look on Don Quixote's face whenever we would cross these inevitable forms of injustice. Faust does not reply, yet the lack of reply was a reply all on its own. Are we going to have to let them die? Innocent lives will be lost, but we cannot prioritize their lives over our safety. That must be Faust and the company's policy. And yet, I shan't allow this. Don Quixote! I thought her wounds were too severe for her to even crawl, let alone walk, but with sheer will she pushed herself through the pain to reach the freight car. I will not tolerate this. We cannot let this vile wretch live and turn a blind eye to everything he's done. It's her, again. What do you want? Stay here for what is essentially eternity within this train? I know the truth. Everything hinges on this key, doesn't it? As soon as I break this in half, you'll have to spin the eons inside this. I care not. I would welcome the eons, should it mean eons of penitence for thee. 'Tis much preferable to letting thy villainy go unanswered. Let this place be the site of thine eternal judgment. Faust and I grabbed Don Quixote, and she'd normally be strong enough to wiggle free from her grips, but she had already pushed herself beyond her limits, merely by walking here. Faust, unhand me, thou mustn't let him live. Manager Esquire. Don Quixote, letting him destroy that key means that you'll be condemning the sinners to thousands of years of torment. Then I shall fill the millennial with tales of legends I have read in the magazines. No time, however infinite, shall be too great to overcome should we endeavor as one. Certainty you are aware that your suggestion is no solution at all, Don Quixote. Then there has to be another way, no? Thou art both possessors of great wisdom, Faust, Manager Esquire. Is there truly no path in which we bring justice to the villain and the sinners remain unharmed? Her struggles begin to wane. This was no acceptance. This was dejection. Wait, Don Quixote, no. In the commotion, we failed to notice that the blood fiend had been quietly advancing at us. We let Don Quixote go at the last second, but we were a second too late. Oh, my dearest parent, forgive my transgressions of creating another without thy sanction. Thou shalt become my next kindred. Oh? Cassetti screams incoherently as he leaps onto Don Quixote, piercing her neck with his fangs before we even had the chance to do anything. Oh, I did not expect this to be the solution. Faust, what did you mean, the solution? According to this information I had viewed in the past, and once again just now, it's... Dante, take cover behind me and remain absolutely still. And please do note that the other sinners must never hear a word about what is about to happen. Oh. Don Quixote levitates slightly into the air, strings on her shoes unraveling as they slip off her feet on their own. I'm getting an ad right now, I'm gonna be mad. We got 9 minutes. She looks on bewilderment as her running shoes fall to the floor, and Racanate. I've always had this question swirling at the unfocused backstage of my mind. Why are you always so protective of those running shoes, Don Quixote? Running shoes. Dost thou speak of my dearest Racanate? Yeah, those. I've been through thick and thin, feast and famine. It hath been loyalty by my side for how long it existence. She doesn't know when she got them. Manager, so where else thou saluted, not saluted, right? They rather else the occasion to do so. Nope, I think I'm good. Ah, don't be so bashful, go ahead. Look, Stinky. Small girls torturing TikTok with Stinky. Stinky, they are not stuffed as they might appear. Rakanate is in pristine condition. Thou shalt not address me as a small girl. Evacuate. Don Quixote. Don't tell me you go to sleep wearing those Rakanate. Oh, I have always been quite certain that someone so esteemed as the manager Esquire would care to ask me how Rakanate fares. I didn't mention that this question was inspired by the numerous eyewitness reports from other sinners who saw her wandering the halls in her pajamas and wearing Rakanate. Verily, Rakanate remained bound together, even in slumber. There shall be no separating the two of us. We are bound not by need nor want, we are simply bound together through plight and delight. Now that I think about it, every single identity of Don Quixote was also wearing those pair of running shoes, Rakanate. Have you ever taken them off? Take them off, fee. Whatever does that mean? As in, detach Rakanate from my body? 'Tis a very odd insinuation thou maketh. He looks at me with puzzled eyes, as though taking those pair of running shoes off was somehow an inconceivable idea. They were something much more than just her favorite pair of running shoes. Her odd attitude of treating something so far removed from common sense as something completely ordinary. What does Rakanate mean to Don Quixote? What even is that thing? An overwhelming, powerful pressure suddenly explodes, radiating in all directions. As the metallic stench of blood suffocates the bus, filling every corner of it with its sickening horror. Then darkness. No, that's impossible. In all-absorbing darkness, voice is our only light. You are the second kindred? How did you... I should have felt your presence. I don't think I saw a faint I think I saw a faint outline of an aura. I saw a red aura and a long for adornment of sorts. Though the simmering aura I think I saw red eyes. You have committed the sin of finale impurity, transgressor. I know that voice, but I also don't. I've never heard it in such a low, imposing tone before. It speaks toward the lesser being. The blood fiend, shriveled and kneeling, trembling, pathetic. Mercy, O venerated ancestor, I beg thee for the mercy of the second kindred. I beg for the mercy of the second kindred. I beg. Insolent worm. Oh, what the fuck? Crimson blood drops slowly rise from the blood fiend's mouth before congealing and sealing his mouth shut. No language worming its way out of your maw shall be worth my ears. No? To commit the sin of finale impiety by attempting to travel against the bloodstream, commit such abomination against your ancestor, I cannot well sanction your impudence of continued existence. Congratulate, then melt away. Cassetti's body begins to liquefy into a thick stream of blood, his form curdling and crumbling and dripping to the ground, rapidly yet ponderously like that ice cream Don Quixote loved so much, melting away on the floor heated under the searing sun. Ah, you. Don Quixote turned to look at me, who was still on the ground after being thrown by the shockwave. And with a cryptic look of pity, she uttered something. Indeed, you must be the promised timepiece. Something I couldn't quite understand. Rakanate, to me. Rakanate. I beseech you. I carefully reached out and grabbed her shoes, and slipped them onto her bare feet. Fucking Dante having to put on Don's shoes. Ah, one day. She gasped and stumbled and slumped to the ground. I fucking see. So... surprise! Fucking... She's the second kindred. She's the blood fiend as well. You have a blood fiend between your sinners. Sometime later, somebody explained what just happened in a way that makes sense. I knew that the sinners would all be shocked and confused. After all, when they, including Faust and Don Quixote, all came back to life after I rewound the clock, all that remained was the destroyed door to the freight car and the disgusting obliterated remains of what was once Tessetti. It was going to make you want to hug Don Quixote like a little puppy, but surprise! Most personnel had lost their consciousness from the mental stress of prolonged battle against the Blood Fiend. Whatever measure it was that the manager had taken, it can be said that it was appropriate. Tis, I guess so. Well, good work, everyone. However, the definition of most personnel excludes 3 individuals. Therefore, it would be inappropriate to direct any questions to them. Wait. Who are those 3? Faust? And the manager? And Don Quixote, who is still unconscious. Oh, really? The 3 of you? Wow, you were spot on. When did you even have the time to notice that? Oh boy. I have identified the 3 conscious individuals by analyzing their walking cadence and voices moments before my loss of consciousness. Right, so what's going on with the lass? Why is she still out cold? She appears to be in a state of deep slumber. As she is not at risk of death, she'll be waking up soon. I remember everything, of course. Don Quixote's sudden transformation. How she practically erased the Blood Fiend and his kindred from the world without even moving a finger. But I also remember Faust's last words. And please do note that the utter sinners must never hear a word of what is about to. Don Quixote was unconscious, and Faust was answering every question with silence. It was only natural their eyes would all fall on me. That's you know. Wait. That reminds me. Where's the key card? Last I remember, it was in Tessetti's hands. Who is in a far more presentable state than he was in before? Okay, Coach Ryushi would enjoy it. Wait, so the key card he is holding though, it has been half liquefied. The remains that melted with his finger bones appears to have become one with the middle phalanges. What? Oh, wait. Oh no, everyone, calm down. Calm down. I said calm down! I really should have packed more cigarettes, huh? How about we force one of the closed doors open? The master key card was not an absolute necessity element to resolving this situation. Huh? How? It will require approximately 5 hours to formulate and proceed with an explanation in a manner that will allow the sinners to fully comprehend the exact how of this methodology. Therefore, it will be delivered to you in a digestible, summarized format. Well, that was short-lived. She's acting all smug again. We can utilize the back door of Mephistopheles. The steely confidence in her declaration is more than enough to win us all over. So we headed to the corridor, past the back door, Don Quixote slung over one of our shoulders, and arrived at our destination. Ads in 5 minutes. I can't not ask what happened after seeing the state you are all in. Sandy pitter, sandy patter. Rains of sand and seashell-like things fell with every step the sinners took. Asked someone after me. To explicitly, it can be grains of sand rolled about in my throat with every word spoken. Some time ago, Faust explained the simpler gist of the plan as we made our way to the back door. Put simply, we will spend the time at a space disconnected from the train. The train should be arriving at its destination in approximately 10 seconds, going by the A-Corp timescale. All we must do is remain somewhere in our original dimension for that duration. And with that, Faust came to a sudden stop in the middle of one of the corridors. Wait, are you seriously gonna just open that door? With this many doors in here? Are you sure that's the right one? Yes, this is the correct door. Its safety is completely ensured. Lass, at least tell us what's past the door? I did not bother verifying that particular information myself. It is necessary for future endeavors that I gain the experience of encountering something completely unexpected. What? Oi, wait! Faust did not wait for Heathcliff to finish his sentence before jerking open the door. Now, please enter through this door. With Faust's stern command, we quickly walked into a building that looks like a derelict abandoned hospital of sorts. I think we walked into the middle of a sandstorm. Aren't we supposed to be indoors? How the heck is this even happening? Can't open my eyes? Hootie, I got sand in my... Wait, no, it's sandstorm, but aren't we inside a building? 5, 4, 3, 2... The sinners blurted out colorful series of planes trying to recover themselves in the blasting sandstorm. But Faust continued to count in the same indifferent rhythm before dragging us out of there, just as urgently as she herded us in. So, we managed to return safe and sound to the interiors of the warp train as it arrived at the P-Corp platforms. As the train was still getting cleaned up, that is, and with our bodies completely covered in sand. Thought we'd never make it. Whoa, are you guys, how did these passengers... We were so happy to be done with the whole idea that even though W Corp cleanup agents in the middle of the cleanup mission looked downright hospitable. We are employees of Limbus Company. We boarded the warp train at the behest of your employer. So you guys are the people that our captain told us about? They really let you guys keep your memories, huh? Oh, that reminds me. One of the employees must be sleeping inside that hibernation pod over there. Oh, that. I never seen it in action before. Thanks. Let me go check. The hidden compartment behind the chair that the cleanup agent crawled into. Inside was... Huh? There isn't anyone in here. Maybe we're looking at the wrong pod. This is the correct spot. The disappearance of the individual who had entered this pod would indicate. Rip random W Corp. Yes, folks aren't all here. They're in the head either. Maybe you guys were just mistaken. I doubt that. Yes, we must have suffered from a momentary collective hallucination caused by a feat. Very well, we'll see ourselves out. Faust cut the conversation short, but the other sinners began asking too many questions. And I've become intimately familiar with the meaning of that gesture. I followed her to the outside without another word. Have we arrived? Rise and shine, lass. Had enough nap yet? I see. I will hear the details of the incident on the bus once we are traveling again. Understood. Any and all relevant reports will be seen to W Corp via LCCA, and Virgilus was already there when we arrived. He was sharing conversation with Faust about what went down inside the train with a serious expression. I will now leave with Charon and watch them unfasten Mephistopheles from the train. The minute hand on the manager's head seems to be desperately signaling me that they have a lot of burning questions to ask you. Allow me to give you two some space. I was finally able to ask Faust once Virgilus left. Why did you do that? Faust's body was quite literally blasted to pieces from the sheer explosive pressure that filled the room the moment Don Quixote's shoes came off. I like the sibling dynamic between Don and Eagle. That's fair. Snooze. It was as though she knew that it was going to happen, because it was the preferable course of action to having some explosive demise occur to your body instead. I do find it regrettable that you were made to turn to the clock despite my knowledge of a high likelihood of my death upon that occurrence. No, I'm not blaming you for that. I just want to know how long you've known that Don Quixote is. That is something I have been aware of since the LCB was first established. The same could be said of Virgilus. Of course. However, it was by the will of the LCA's superiors that this knowledge remains withheld from the manager until the appropriate moment. And the appropriate moment was back there. According to my private judgment, yes. Well, as my connection to all communications, including one to Faust, had been severed, I was not in a position to receive the headquarters authorization for that action. Right. Though the full truth may remain obscured still, we are once again returned. Returned. That was a layered word. We've returned to one of the warp train platforms in our own dimensions. We've returned to our daily lives of speculating about what's next in our path, and the usual Faust reconnected to Faust has returned. Yes. Faust replied to Yisane's nebulous wording with a quiet affirmation. Please do not take this query with any greater importance than a mere jest, however. Do you suppose I shall see her again? She shot a puzzled look at Yisane. In a way, it was quite the pleasant encounter, was it not? Yisane mused ambiguously before leaving us. Whew. Yisane figured it out. Inside the warp train was such a chaotic mess that it felt shorter than it really was, but I also learned so much about so many things. But It was too soon to start racking our brains about what kind of nonsense trial we were about to face in P-Corps, so I decided to enjoy this momentary peace. How did we find ourselves at P-Corps? Where is my throat so parched? I'm too tired to explain. Chiquita, you missed out big time at one crazy adventure. Huh? Oh, that vibrated the last few drains of sand out of my ears. The sinners looked at Don Quixote's bewildered awakening, grinning. There's no way to know what we'll be facing here at District 16 where P-Corp was located, but we got this, right? The same faith I saw in Faust, who believes uncertainty rises within me too. I looked up to Faust, only to see that Faust was looking at me as well. She nodded at me with her usual barely noticeable smile. I gave her a slight nod back in return. Time to go find ourselves another golden bow. Well, that boss fight was a fucking pain in the ass. Very fun! Blood Fiend, Dawn. Wait. Is that the next canto? Is that another event? Okay. Give me my fucking money. Huh? What did I not? Oh my god. Clear within 15 turns? Go fuck yourself, game. Go fuck yourself. Look at you, almost an hour to beat the boss. 2 attempts. Clear within 15 turns. Go fuck yourself, game. Oh, that's bullshit. How dare you? Pain. Get the goods. God. Who the fuck is messaging me like crazy? Fuck, too many fucking men. We'll clear that later, right? Yeah. Later. Sure. When I have a full team of like level 50 murder hobos, yeah. We got fucking grinding to do. Yeah, snooze those ads again. We're not playing ads. I was finished interval. I'm gonna probably I'm probably gonna start the next canto in another stream because I am tired. It's late. I just wanted to finish up Murder Express. Fuck. Nah. And also grind out a bunch of fucking lucidations off stream. So I can have more characters that aren't fucking awfully low level. Like, that was still a good intervello. I do like that one. I definitely do have a few Otises I want to level up. Definitely this one. I like using this one in the mirror dungeons. And get the team leveled up. But, oh, right. ID code if y'all are interested. I share it every once in a while. Kidnap people. Aye. Stretch. So surprise, surprise, bleed is a bad idea. To be fair, it was working out for a bit. For a little bit. Aye. Aye. Let be that as it may. Let's find somebody to raid out to. Oh, let's see. Always smiling. I have no clue what I'm doing. They might be first time players. I think they're in Canto 2 from the looks of the thumbnail. Let's take a gander. Maybe one day I'll be able to do the fucking railway. Yeah, they're in somebody new. They're in Canto 2. I'll descend them upon you guys. Thank you for sticking around through my horrible suffering. I'm gonna start up the raid. I hope you guys had a good evening, and thank you for hanging out. It was a good time. These are always my favorite streams because I get to suffer with other people. Well, the other people get to watch me suffer, but it's fun. This game's awesome. I love it. I'm gonna play more. All right. Have a good night. What?
100% I fit.